This is America in Space, a weekly news and information program on current events dealing with the space industry.
Welcome, and thanks for joining me today. I'm Dawn Meyer, Space Coast News Editor. So, what are your plans for Halloween? Well, I will be watching the launch of the Crew 3 mission from Launch Pad 39A at the Kennedy Space Center at 2 o'clock in the morning, well, technically 2:21 a.m., on the morning of October 31st. I'll most likely actually be watching it from my driveway in Cape Canaveral, Florida, since I have a great view as the rocket rises north of my house over my garage. As for the mission itself, this is the fifth Crew Dragon spacecraft flight with astronauts and will carry 3 NASA astronauts, Raja Chari, Kayla Barron, and Thomas Marshburn, and 1 European Space Agency astronaut, Matthias Maurer, to the International Space Station to join Expedition 66 and begin a 6-month expedition aboard the space station. Here are a few of their duties.
Raja Chari is commander of the Crew Dragon spacecraft and the Crew 3 mission. He is responsible for all phases of the flight from launch to re-entry, and this will be his first space flight. Tom Marshburn is the pilot of the Crew Dragon spacecraft and second in command for the mission. He is responsible for spacecraft systems and performance. This mission will be his 3rd visit to the space station, and he joins a short list of distinguished flyers who have launched on 3 different vehicles. Kayla Barron is a mission specialist for Crew 3. As a mission specialist, she will work closely with the commander and pilot to monitor the spacecraft during the dynamic launch and re-entry phases of flight. This will be her first space flight. And Matthias Maurer will also serve as a mission specialist for Crew 3, working closely with Raja Chari and Tom Marshburn, and this mission will also be his first space flight.
Now, one of the things that the crew recently got to do was to name their Dragon capsule. Here's Raja Chari to explain the name that they chose.
So first off, we probably need to let people know we can stop calling it Capsule 210, which is the serial number for our SpaceX Dragon, and we can and let people know the crew's come up with the name of the vehicle, which is Endurance, and it speaks to us on a number of levels. First off, just a tribute to the tenacity of human spirit as we push humans and machines farther than we ever have, going both to stay in extended stays for low Earth orbit, opening it up to private companies and private astronauts, and knowing that we'll continue our exploration to go even further and continue. And also a nod to the fact that development teams, the production teams, the training teams that got us here have endured through a pandemic. And then, of course, just the fact that we are going to reuse this vehicle. So one of the really cool things about the SpaceX Dragon is we'll be the first ones to use Endurance, but it won't be the last time it's used. It's going to be used many times by many missions, and it'll continue to support long-duration space flights, just like the one Mark Vande Hei is doing up on the space station, where he'll eventually become the longest duration human from the U.S. to be up on the space station towards the end of our mission. And then also a nod to Captain Shackleton, and just the amazing story of the original Endurance. So we're proud to carry on that namesake and excited to get to fly an Endurance.
And Kayla Barron tells us a little bit about what she is most excited to be doing while she's aboard the space station.
Couldn't be more excited about joining the space station crew for Expedition 66. We have a lot of exciting things planned, from spacewalks to science experiments to visitors with the private astronaut missions and spaceflight participants. So it's kind of a dream mission for a rookie flyer to be joining such an experienced crew aboard the space station, and we're really excited. I think most of us have the same 2 answers to that question. I think we're all really looking forward to looking out the window down at the beautiful Earth. And we're also all really looking forward to the opportunity, hopefully, to perform a spacewalk. So I think as long as we can knock out those 2 things, we'll be pretty happy campers. And in addition, we'll be excited about all of the amazing science we get to do every day. One of the sort of wise mantras in our office is there's nothing more important than the thing you're doing right now. And I think that's especially true when we're aboard the space station and have the opportunity to perform some incredible experiments on behalf of some amazing principal investigators on the ground.
Yeah, I think those would be on my list of things to do if I was up there too. So it's going to be a beautiful morning for a launch, as all of the night launches are. So come listen to us Sunday as we do a launch recap. From Florida's Space Coast, this is Dawn Meyer for About Space Today.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to share our program with your family and friends and follow us on Facebook. Join us each week for news and information on America in Space.